time or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains. We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains. We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountain. We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Oh yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Podmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message. I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey. Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. From your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, so let and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, turn and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright and I feel the blue. Turn it down, feel it warm, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bring your vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. From your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, turn and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly, Courdel Jones, taking you through the paces. It is the 5th of November, 2024. And look, I tell y'all this. Sometimes I find some of the stuff I see online so funny, right? I find it so funny. Nevertheless, morning to all the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. Deshaun, please send me your number on WhatsApp. I just realized that I don't have, or probably I stored it under something different. I don't have a contact for you here in WhatsApp. And somebody's trying to get on to you. Abrams. No, I don't have. No. Yeah, so send me a message on WhatsApp there. Someone trying to get in contact with you. Yeah, I got it there. Let me send it off. Oh, okay, I got you. Let me forward the number. I don't know when they're gonna message you, but right. So Romana, I just sent the number to you on Facebook. So check that out there. Right. So again, morning to everybody. Morning to everybody in the comment section. Oh Lord. Right. So Lady Lachwan, morning to you, Datan Andalal, Philip Diabru, Mukesh Vishnudat, morning to you and the family. Shakila Khan, good morning to you. Mohammed Isaf, Lance Henry, good morning to you. Glad that you're about. Nadia Umar Sharif, Deshaun Abrams, big up yourself. Shakila Bridgelal, Rahim Amarali, Prasad Ramesh, Prasad Pati, Shakila Bridgelal, good morning to you. Auntie, your sister in the Borbis area there. Suknandal Bud, morning to you. Gayatri Baldio, Greg Hill, Rennie Prasad, morning to you. Dioraj Knott, morning to you. Mazo Inshan, Eunice, morning to you. And Rita, joining us from Canada. Bibi Kali Charan, morning to you. Richard Stanislas. He said, Happy Kamala Day. It's today elections in the States? It man, a lapsing. It's today elections day. Somebody tell me in the comments, please. Pushram Kishore, Wazim Nabi, Jane from St. Martin, good morning to you. Pam, morning to you and Trevor. Geeta Narain, Estelle Ramnat, morning to you. Randolph Sarju, Fong Raja and King Emperor, morning to you guys. Neil Ramlokan, morning to you. Rajendra Mahes, Anthony Wong, joining us from France. Dianan Suku, morning to you. Loretta Young Colley, morning. Cecil Rampasad, Krishna Deodat, Daniel Kochi, VJ Lacha, Derek Drupal, Joan Abidjan, joining us from Canada. Mark Alt, Sunita Sukraj, Lola Hari, Alan Khan, Jasoda Budram, I1s, morning to you. Leslie Mongol, Lola Hari, Marlon Boyce, good morning. Jean Cornelius, morning to you. Christopher Prasad, Sherwin Siram, Randolph Khan, Keith Adams, morning to you. Who else we got here? Raj, morning to you, brother. Which region you in? Mazu Inshan, Martin Alonso, morning to you. Shirley Singh, Lily Prashad, who else we got here? Tyson English, morning to Tyson English, who's in Brazil right now. So Tyson is doing a cancer, right? Let me show you what's going on with Tyson. And Tyson actually, Tyson English ain't easy, people. Tyson English just set up people wrongfully. So Tyson usually every year engages in rides, cross-country rides. So he'll start at, let's say, Molson Creek, and he would ride across the country all the way to Lethem. This year, he's going, I think he went from Suriname, and he's going all the way to Brazil. So just to give you a quick look at what's going on with Tyson before we get into it. Right, so I think this is the event that he had. Was this 4 minutes by? So this is Tyson riding cross country. I guess there's him arriving in Lethem. Let me show you.
This is how legends are made. Like iron. From the fire, getting stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable, a new animal. This is how legends are made. I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me.
So this here is Tyson's ride is about cancer awareness. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, this ride is in relation to cancer awareness. And like I said, I think he started in Tyson. If I'm wrong, just correct me. I think you started in Molson Creek, and you're going to Manaus, Brazil. I think that's where he's heading. So okay, yeah, he started in Suriname, and he's heading to Brazil. I'm not sure what area of Brazil it is, but the images at the top are the persons who assisted and sponsored, and this is all in an effort to raise awareness. I think it's for Cancer Awareness Month or something like that. Oh, so he's going to Bovista. So Suriname to Bovista, 867 miles. That is what he's trying to accomplish here, to raise awareness in relation to cancer, right? He's also accompanied by Denroy. Now, I want you to understand, Tyson is a fitness expert. So his body is tuned for these kinds of things. I don't know why Denroy tried to put himself through that, but he got most of the way. I don't know if he's still on the trail, but good luck to you, Rayo. I hope you'll make it back in one piece, brother. Anyway, guys, let's get into what we're here to discuss today. Right? So I saw this yesterday, right? And I was wondering what is bringing GHRA out of the wormhole that they're in? Like, what brings them out? So apparently the GHRA had its 15th general meeting, general members meeting. Mind you, we still ain't seen none of the members. We hear a couple of the names in the press release, but we haven't seen any of the members, or you can't identify them. But what jumped out at me even more is that Joel Bagwedin, and since we're on Joel Bagwedin, don't forget to tune in tomorrow from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For Behind the Agenda with myself and Joel Bagwedin, where he takes a closer look at economic policy, the oil and gas sector, and the plans and policies of the administration and how it impacts Guyanese. So make sure you tune into that tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and we'll be going on till 8:30 with myself and Joel Bagwedin. So Joel wrote a letter. I don't want to say in response to this press release, but after he would have read it, he made an assessment and he shared his thoughts. So Bagwedin would have highlighted that the GRA there's a lack of transparency, pointing out that the organization, though advocating for transparency nationally, has not published any annual reports or audited financial statements over its 45-year history. So they're even worse than the Guyana Teachers Union. Two different entities, but they're even worse. 45 years, not a annual report or a audited financial statement. Why, man? Why? Usana, you're annoying me, really and truly. And anyway, like I say, what am I about with them? So I was glad that Joel pointed this out. Now, how are you an organization and you're calling for transparency and you're advocating for so many things, and you are not even keeping yourself to the standards that you're setting, right? Now let's look at the questionable representation and membership disclosure. Now, recent in this last press release from the GHRA, it mentioned only the new executive committee members without any disclosure about the broader membership or the total number of active members. And this raises questions about the representative, or I should say, how the representatives of this organization operate. Now, Bagwin questions the GHRA's focus on governance issues only in the recent years, 2023 and 2024, while it was notably silent during the other significant political events, such as the 2020 elections crisis and the delayed elections following the 2018 no confidence motion. So, if you look at the release on your screen, right, it talks about, let me get over here. So it talks about, where is it? Right? So the report covers a range of activities and issues. This is in the second paragraph. The report covers a range of activities and issues which the GHRA has been engaged over the past 5 years. Right? Over the past 5 years. Now, it goes on to say during the years 2023 and 2024, the GHRA released 15 press releases on governance and elections matters. Yet, you're not seeing any kind of information about the coalition years. So, where was the GHRA? Where was the GHRA when the coalition unilaterally appointed Justice Patterson as the chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission? Where was the GHRA to give its thoughts on the findings of the COI into the elections rigging or the rigging attempt? Were they privy to those reports and that kind of information? Mind you, anything in relation to how opposition operatives operate, you never hear anything about it from the GHRA. So it seems like these people were, operating in good standing during all this period. Now, the GHRA's selective engagement on governance matters, particularly during key political moments. According to Bagwodin, it suggests to him that the organization may operate with bias, especially given the omission of press releases on critical issues in previous years. So we have heard nothing about or seen the GHRA's press release in relation to the no confidence motion and the fact that the former government tried to dance around that and stretch it out, delaying elections in Guyana. We didn't hear the GHRA talk about this violation of our constitution. Again, the appointment of Patterson did not follow the correct protocols. We heard nothing from the GHRA. Right? After all of those persons in the opposition now said that the elections were free and fair, then they came back and said something different. We didn't hear anything from the GHRA. And I must note that in this release, it speaks about, I think it says collaborations with Policy Forum Guyana. Listen, folks, these two organizations are literally in the same building, run by the same people. And just like the GHRA Policy Forum Guyana, you have no clue who's involved, what it is do. You understand? The only time you hear about this organization and Policy Forum Guyana is when they're ready to cuss the government about something, right? We have not heard, just like the opposition, we have not heard from GHRA or Policy Forum Guyana alternatives to the issues they have with the government policies that they're complaining about. You hear nothing from them, right? So it's just opposing for opposing sake. And I think as opposition operatives, they need to do better. They need to do better. Now, Bagwedin knows that the GHRA's activities and press releases often seem to be in opposition to the current PBP government, which could imply a political bias rather than a commitment to broader human rights issues across administrations. So again, when the taxes were implemented on Guyanese, taxes that GHRA members had to pay as well, they didn't care. You didn't hear anything about that. Right? You didn't hear anything about that. You didn't hear anything about the $10,000 that was being given to the children of Guyana and the GHRA coming out and saying, why are you guys taking this? This is benefiting the youths. You heard nothing from them when the former coalition government increased the salary to 50%, by 50%. They have no issues with that. You heard nothing from them. Right? So why is it we hear the most from the GHRA when the PPP in government? What y'all doing? Are y'all like the sleeping indigenous ambassador Laura George? That whilst atrocities are happening to the people you claim to represent, you are out snoozing on the job, and all of a sudden you woke up and smell the roses and now you're ready to be active and involved in everything? I think Laura George is such a joker, like the GHRA. Right? Such a joker. Now, Bagwedin's letter suggests that the GHRA missed opportunities to hold previous administrations accountable during Guyana's constitutional crisis, such as the period during the 2018 no confidence motion and the issue surrounding the appointment of the GCOM chair as ruled by the Caribbean Court of Justice. So I'm glad that Joel picked up on this and was able to address it in the way that he did. The other funny thing that I saw, so apparently the WPA laying out rules and regulations in relation to them becoming a member of the coalition again. I was cracking up because I'm like, the WPA, who got time with the WPA? Who got time with the WPA? The WPA is oh gosh, I don't think they got anything as irrelevant as the WPA. Right? The WPA has never won an election on its own. The WPA, outside of the coalition, never win a parliamentary seat on its own. You understand me? So I'm like, what are they talking about? What David Hines actually talking about? He head good? Is his head good? He gotta be a crazy person. Oh my God, look. I don't know what to say about these people sometimes. Honest to God, I really don't know. But let's jump into it. So the WPA has laid out some ground rules and regulations if they are to rejoin the APNU the alliance, a party for national unity, right? So the WPA's conditions for rejoining the APNU, they have stated it will only rejoin the People's National Congress reform-led a partnership for national unity if there's a commitment to democratic and consultative decision-making within APNU. Now, wait. Democracy and consultation is not happening in APNU? The PNCR-led APNU? Really? I am surprised. I am shocked. I dare say flabbergasted as well. For no reason, I would think that the PNC run APNU were not democratic and they would not consult with their members. I thought that was what was happening. You understand? Now, the WPA's presidential candidate, sorry. The WPA's presidential candidate, David Hines, okay, emphasized that big policy issues should be discussed and debated within the APNU Council, rather than APNU affiliates learning of decisions through the media. The WPA insists that the larger PNCR must not dominate the smaller parties and must respect collective decision-making within the APNU. Let me continue. Now, the WPA presidential candidate again, David Hines, confirmed ongoing contact with PNCR leader Aubrey Norton and one meeting with the AFC leader Nigel Hughes. However, discussions have focused on rejoining the APNU or forming a joint opposition, not specifically a coalition for the 2025 elections. Now, it is important to note that the WPA left the APNU after the 2020 elections due to lack of consultation, something that they often criticize the PVP administration about. There's no consultation. You're not meeting with the people. No, nothing. You're not doing nothing. But here is David Hines using, I don't know, the 3 votes that the party bring into the coalition as a bargaining chip for consultation, right? So the WPA would have left the coalition in 2020 due to lack of consultation, no APNU council meetings, and rejection of WPA's nominee to replace Dr. Rupert Roopnarine in Parliament. So imagine they had no say even for the one or 2 seats that they had or got. I think Tabitha representing them in Parliament now, right? Now, the WP executive, Takama Gunse, believes a grand coalition of opposition is necessary to challenge the PPP, which he argues is the only valid option to defeat them. And I want to put this to you. It has to be more than just defeating the PPP. And this is why I think the WPA will never have support and the PNC will find itself in opposition for a very long time. Their motive is not about betterment for the Guyanese people. It's just about beating the PPP. That's all they're concerned about, beating the PPP. They don't care how Guyanese benefit, what happening, they don't care. All they are interested in is defeating the PPP. Then you will see, just as the last coalition administration, they get into office and they have no plan of action, nothing in terms of moving the country forward. Nothing at all. So again, I ask persons, what is the legacy that the coalition government left behind, other than a bitter taste in the mouth of many Guyanese? The few who had the little sugar were very close to that group. But you have Londoners, a commoner, or a common man in Linden who could say, I've benefited more under this PPP administration. Afro-Guyanese Linden could say I've benefited more under a PPP administration than the Afro-Guyanese PNC administration. Right? So no programs empower the people of Linden to bring jobs to the area, to upskill people. Hardly any to little to no infrastructure works done in that area. And that's a stronghold. Look at All Boys Town. And I keep mentioning All Boys Town. I keep mentioning Lane Avenue. Because you have to remember. I thought this my volume was down and I talking to myself all the time. But you have to remember there was a period during the 2015 election or the 2020 election where they had a team of PPP activists campaigning in Lane Avenue. These are anybody who know Lane Avenue, you could get through from Cemetery Road or you could get it from Hunter Street, right? You could go in from any direction. So if you come in from Cemetery Road and these people vex with you, you could just drive straight out to Hunter Street and you're gone. Could you imagine those activists had to reverse the vehicle out of Lane Avenue because of how persons in that area, how they were behaving, right? This is a predominantly Afro-Guyanese community. And I say this to you because if you go in Lane Avenue today and you look across the trench at the dam that is there, you will see a lot of improvement. There was the grant to upgrade people on them range houses. They could have applied and got through with that. The Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport did some work on those houses as well under the PPP administration. The road through Lane Avenue was recapped, resurfaced, so it's proper now. Again, I'm talking about the dam across the trench from Lane Avenue, where persons live. Never had a road in their life. They got a road now, so when it rains, sunshine, they could get in and out without any issue. The business operators there, the people could come and sell the goods to them and, run the shop or whatever it is. The coalition didn't know about that. So again, when they're in office, they have no ideas or no kind of policies to better the lives of Guyanese. Their housing initiative was chicken coops. According to them, they built chicken coops to the Guyanese people. So again, all these persons in the opposition care about is defeating the PPP, defeating the PPP. We got to get your hands on the money. They know what to do with the money when they get their hands on it, They ain't got no plans. They might take some trips. Dietary might go back up again. Private jet, yacht, them way. But in terms of making the Guyanese lives better, no plan of action. No plan of action. Right? So, back to this press release. So again, I just want to remind you, we must ask these people what they plan to do other than defeating the PVP at the next election. How they plan to move your community forward. Right? Now, Dr. Hines noted that the PVP was previously removed from office in 1964 and again in 2015 through coalition politics. Both coalitions broke up due to the PNC's actions. Look, I find this so hilarious. So, the PNC break up the coalition both times that they get through and win elections. So Dr. Hines would have telling you not to get rid of the PNC or the coalition. Huh? If they're treating you bad. Now, again, Dr. Hines argues that a majority government is not feasible unless the party with the most parliamentary seats is open to cooperation with other parties. Listen, despite what you hear from the WPA, or no, I should say despite, this information that we've gotten from the WPA has only confirmed what we have known for some time, right? It only has confirmed what we've known for some time. So, history has shown that the coalition governments with the PNCR, APNU as the majority partner tends to be marked with dominance and a lack of inclusivity, leading to repeated breakdowns. The WPA itself just let us know that the APNU, the leader of the coalition, they don't allow any democratic processes. They don't allow consultation. And they would have cited issues with the Granger administration. This pattern may indicate that through democratic collaboration with the PNCR-led APNU will always remain a challenge. The WPA's conditions for rejoining highlights long-standing concerns of dominance by the larger party over smaller coalition partners, right? You've heard the complaints from the AFC. Now the WPA officially registering it. The smaller parties have struggled to influence decision making meaningfully, suggesting that the APNU structure does not allow for equitable influence, despite the rhetoric about inclusivity. So Aubrey Norton usually BSing us on a Thursday or Friday, whenever they keep the press conference, about this togetherness and this inclusivity that is exhibited by the coalition. Now, the demands by the WPA for concrete commitment to inclusivity, or I should say inclusionary democracy within the APNU reflects doubt that the coalition can be restructured democratically. If genuine commitment to inclusion were achievable, these discussions would not need to reoccur every election cycle. Now, the grand coalition strategy that was mentioned by Agunse, while intended to challenge the PPP, has historically suffered from fragmented leadership, differences in ideology, and internal disputes. Now, this undermines the coalition's stability and focus, making it hard to achieve effective governance, even if elected. And we saw that during the 2015 to 2020 period, where these people were all over the place. The WPA's withdrawal in 2020 and continued hesitancy to rejoin the APNU underlines the lack of trust within the coalition. Now, this persistent skepticism could weaken the opposition, particularly if coalition members do not feel valued and are left out of key decision-making processes. Now, listen, rather than seeking short-term coalition, rather than focusing, I should say, on the short term, only removing the PPP, as an effective opposition should focus on building a strong, stable party with clear policies that can stand on its own. Relying on fractured alliances primarily for election wins may be unsustainable. And this is especially in terms of if you're looking for long-term success and stability in terms of governing. So we continue to see these kinds of attributes displayed by the coalition administration back in the day and now the coalition opposition. Even the parties that are a part of the coalition have spoke about the unilateral behavior of the PNC. So just the other day, You remember the APNU had, I don't know if it's a Congress, but I think they had some meeting of the executives of the APNU. And the APNU would have, I must add, the PNC didn't attend. The PNC didn't attend. Wait, Dexter, you here again this morning? So Dexter Ford, the PNC had Chinese companies. Well, they didn't do it nothing, so they had Chinese signal nothing. And based on what you know, the council is very friendly with the Chinese, the mayor and city council, Dex. Today is Tuesday, Dexter. Are you going in front of GCOM to make yourself a fool again? Or are you going to go and check on your constituents? This is Dexter Ford, people. Councillor Dexter Ford from the Georgetown Mayor and City Council. This guy is one of the guys that I usually call a complete waste on the Georgetown City Council. He has no function. Dexter is so stupid that Dexter goes every Tuesday in front of GCOM to lobby on behalf of the persons who are actually going into government. Dexter is not going to be a minister. Dexter is not going to be a PS. Dexter is not going to be a head of any agency. If you all listen to Dexter Ford's presentations and in the Mayor and City Council, you'll understand why I say so. This guy is almost as bad as Travis Ellis. Almost as bad as Travis Ellis. Completely, I don't know what to say. But he might be in front of GCOM today, protesting. I'm glad you're here, Dexter, to listen to the truth of how your party, the PNC, behaves. And why the WPA want to join them and why AFC say, you go so. We want a divorce. Dexter Ford. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I have never seen a bigger joker. I think man, he was an Alfred. The last city hall I went to, I hear Dexter get up and talk some stupidness. Even he PNC people the vex with you. Now, see what stupidness you talk. That's how bad Dexter bad. Dexter, if a lie refuted for me, any way, shape, or form. Any way, shape, or form. Complete joker. Dexter. This is the guy that I played the video with when he said, what? The reports from the elections said, what? Some stupidness. But he didn't remember what the CARICOM people say about the PNC, the coalitions doings in there. He didn't listen to the COI. He didn't know about them things. Dexter, you need to get out of here. Well, no, stay. I want you to stay and get sense. I want you to stay and get sense so that you'd stop doing the foolishness that you're doing in front of GCOM. Right? Stop it, Dexter. You're a big man and you can reason. Stop your nonsense. Plus, we're a hot man. You're done lacking brain cells already. You exposing your head to all this sun, this midday sun. It's not doing good for you. Right? It's not doing good for you. But y'all can see outside today at GCOM. Dexter Ford. Complete waste. Complete waste. Now, the public is well aware of the historical challenges within opposition coalitions, especially regarding consistent fragmentation and lack of cohesiveness. This can lead to voter distrust, as citizens may be skeptical of the coalition's ability to govern effectively and meet their needs. And this is absolutely true. When you look at how persons from the coalition managed the country during that period. You understand? It is absolutely true when you look at how PNC's persons like Dexter manage City Hall. So Dexter don't have no time with his constituents and making their life better. You talking about Chinese supermarket. Why you didn't tell Joseph Harmon when he been on the Chinese them playing enjoying himself. Now you know about Chinese business. You didn't know Bai Shanlin and them kind of thing back in the day when they closed with the PNC and the PNC people. You could believe Dexter. It's not the Chinese guy has some money to do something at City Hall there, bill over something, do something there. Courdel, can you say what is the validity of the toll at Linden for vehicles heading in and out of the interior and are asked to pay a vendor fee? Mr. Ali, I've never heard about this. There's a toll, a standard toll to cross that bridge there in Linden. It varies from the different classes of vehicles. So if you're driving a bus, if you're driving a car, if you're driving a truck, there's a different fee. But in terms of a vendor fee, I don't know about that. I have not heard about that. Maybe something that the municipality would have implemented. Right? Back to this one, Dexter. So just the other day, and let me show y'all why I said Dexter Forte is a well, I'm abusing. But just let me show you why I said these people are waste. And they have no time with actually working for the people that they're supposed to represent. So let me take you to East Rumvelt Community Center ground. Right? And let me ask you if you've seen an activity like this in relation to the coalition, the PNC, looking after the needs of the people that vote for them. Right? So, the PPP councillors, instead of making themselves a fool, going in front of Congress Place and protesting the idiocy of Aubrey Norton and the mayor, Alfred Mentor, they decided to go into the communities and meet with the people to find out what are their issues. So these are some photos from the East Rumvelt Community Center engagement with PPPC councillors, right? Where residents got a chance to hear of the plans of, I shouldn't say the plans. I should say residents were made aware of the programs that the government have available for persons free of cost, whether it's for education, whether it's business grants, whether it's housing, whether it's agriculture, if they're talking about infrastructure. You understand me? So this is what the PPPC councillors were interested in doing, going out and meeting the people, talking to the people. You understand? And showing the people here that, okay, this is what the, Jesus, by some of these pictures terrible. Like, I'll get this camera started out. Some of these phone pictures, when you zoom in too close, geez. Right? So you had the majority of councillors from the PPP out there, right? Leading this initiative. That's the former mayor. This is the former councillor. If you look at the mouse, this is the former councillor for the area, Trisha Richards. She's an activist now. And if you could see the things that Trisha Richards has been able to accomplish in East Rumvelt, roads, programs to the youths, all sorts of initiatives in this community, drainage works, bridges redone, all sorts of things. Madam Chase Green, former mayor, now councillor for the PPP, right? All the works they were able to get done in their community that they could not have done all the years they're sitting on the council, and even in the years where the party they represented they were in the executive. So you should have no issues in doing what you want to do, because we in the presidency, we holding the mayoralship, right? So support. But no. You heard Trisha Richards talk about it. You heard the former mayor talk about it. It don't matter what you tell them, they have time with you, they ain't giving you no support. No support. So it's here where these people have relocated that they're actually able to make a difference in their communities. So again, you see persons signing up for the various programs, right? Persons finding out about training and different things they could be involved in. Well-attended meeting. So persons are interested in what these counselors are doing and how they can benefit. Right? I wanted to get shots from all across so you see the kind of attendance that was there. People aren't interested in the old rhetoric of the PNC. Oh, you're black and didn't care about you. Oh, the boogeyman syndrome. That's what I gotta call it from the PNC. The boogeyman syndrome that they like to push into Afro-Guyanese when the PVP is in government. Oh, nothing for you. All of these Afro-Guyanese came out here to see what is to them. Right? Representatives from all the ministries were there to assist. Well, no, sorry, I lie. Not all the ministries. I know there was someone from agriculture, someone from housing, somebody from gold, and they had a few other agencies who had representation there. So persons were able to get information on how they could move their lives forward, whether it's trying to get a little business going, whether it's trying to get upskilled in terms of their education, whether it's trying to get into the technical vocational training, whatever it is, they were able to check it out there. Let Dexter Forte show you something like this, right? Where counselors from the PNC going into the community, taking information to the people for them to benefit. Not even under the PNC did they doing this when AP and UAFC was in power. Right? Not even then they were doing this. So I just wanted persons to have a clear view of what took place on that day, right? And how the difference between PPP counselors and PNC counselors. You have counselors that actually work and do things for the betterment of their constituents, instead of, like Dexter Forte, jackassing himself at imagine Jagdio crying out and begging, articulating why we need a clean voters list. Let me look at Dexter. Clean voters list with advanced biometrics. He articulated how easy it is with the current list and system it is to rig. He did this all while he was in opposition. Now he's in government. He thinks the list and the system is perfect. Jagdi and the PPP are hypocrites. You're a hypocrite, Dexter Forte. Just as you articulated here, retard, Jagdi was in opposition. The PNC was in power. The AP and UAFC, whatever you want to call it, was in power. Why didn't you all implement biometrics? Dexter. Why y'all didn't implement biometrics? What nonsense you telling people here, Dexter Forte? You're just showing me how stupid you are and confirming your stupidity. Why the AP and you Granger administration didn't implement biometrics within the 5 years that they were in power? And the time after the no confidence motion that they were doing the most. Let me see what you say here. Tricia can't get the people in her own house to vote for her. Never did anything when she was a councillor. The former mayor was worse. The PPP said she was the most corrupt while she was the mayor. The PPP are hypocrites and parasites. So Tricia can't get the people in her own house to vote for her, but she was the PNC councillor representing y'all for years. This is how retarded PNC people are. Let me turn down this mic because I'm getting loud. This is how retarded PNC people are. Right? So she couldn't get votes, but y'all chose her. She couldn't even get the people to vote for she. This is how Dexter Forte so stupid. You are a stupid big man, Dexter. So Tricia Richards can't get the people in her house to vote for she, but she was good enough for the PNC to choose her as their representative on the council for years and years and years. Now one cycle, Tricia Richards being there, you know. More than one. More than one. Now you jump into the former mayor. anybody, even if I jump in the PNC, I could be labeled as corrupt. But it's when you remove yourself from corruption, Dexter, which you should try doing. How long you know about who is the most corrupt? How long is supposed to hold an election after a valid confidence motion of confidence is passed? How long? How long is supposed to hold elections after? You know what people supposed to do, and who corrupt and who corrupt. You're talking about corrupt and Madam Chase Green. What about Alfred Mentor? He paid the phone bill yet. He paid the $600,000 yet on the phone bill that he run up Dexter Forte. Idiot. Did Alfred Mentor present the report from his trip to Ghana on markets? Idiot. This guy Dexter Forte is such a you're talking about Dexter, you're a hypocrite and a parasite, sir. You're a hypocrite and a parasite. How dare you talk about the former Mayor Chase Green when you have a waste like Alfred Mentor sitting down there? Did the wharf collapse under the Mayor Chase Green? How many trenches and drains have y'all desilted for the year? Huh? Listen, under Alfred Mentor, how much concrete roads y'all built? I could tell you how much under the Mayor Chase Green. I could tell you, at least she built one. How much concrete roads or any asphaltic surfaces were either resurfaced or built under Alfred Mentor or the retired of, oh God, what is this guy name? Ubraj Narain. Dexter Forte, can you tell us on this live here now, since you're commenting about persons? You notice he stopped comment. They just run when you start hitting them with the facts, you know. Can you tell anybody on this live, what have you done of significance through the mayor and city council wretch for the community that voted for you to put you as a councillor on the Georgetown Mayor and City Council? What have you done or implemented for your constituents to make their lives better? Imagine that you got to join the PPP for a road. Imagine that you got to join the PPP for a road. You think the people stupid? Next general and regional elections and next local government elections. Okay, so here is what Dexter. My brother, imagine you got to join the PPP for a road at Mingano Road. So I don't know what you're talking about. And I am not a member of the PPP. I have no party card or anything at the start. Right? They ain't even got a membership registration form for me in the PPP. So just let me be clear, brother. I'm not a member of the PPP. Not a PPP member. I'm just a Guyanese who's not stupid enough to follow y'all nonsense. Right? Could you imagine you're an actual member of the PNC and you can't even get a road? Could you imagine that? Because y'all ain't doing no roads. And Dexter, I dare you to bring forward the evidence of, I don't know if you're talking about me or just persons in general got to join the PPP for a road. Mingano Road, brother. Mingano Road, brother. You think the people are stupid? The next general and regional elections. Dexter, do you think the people are stupid? Do you think the people forget the 200 taxes y'all put on them? Do you think the people forget how Harmon and them was Guyanese but not Guyanese sitting down in parliament? You think the people forget George Norton and the drug ban that they're paying for with the lubricants and the condoms? Dexter, you think people forget your stupid statement 2 Tuesdays back in front of GCOM about the reports on the election and not mentioning the fact that y'all get catch thief in the election? No matter what you have said the PPP has done, if you're looking at it in terms of works put out by the both governments, they're ahead of the PNC by leaps and bounds, sir. They're ahead of the PNC by leaps and bounds. What was your role during 2015 to 2010? What was your official role, Dexter Forte? Could you let us know how have you bettered the lives of Guyanese people during that time? Or were you a non-entity like Aubrey Norton that trying to be relevant now? Remember, we never used to see or hear from Aubrey Norton 2015 to 2020. He was a advisor to the president on youth. He also, let me see, billions billions of USD of oil revenue, and the people poor. The PPPC got you soup drinkers so stupid with a 5,000 and a steel cook up that you boasting about doing a road. This man is so stupid. I talking about the one road that I know the farmer may do. I asked you to compare it to how much road Alfred and Ubraj do. Right? So are you saying, Dexter Forte, that the government should share out all the oil money and make everybody rich in Guyana? Which country can you give us as a reference that happened? I'm glad you're here. And hey, I could send you a link so that you could come on the live and we could discuss this live right now. Just let me know in the comments if you're willing to do so. And yeah, I can sing because you just sing for yourself in the sun. I can sing inside here in this AC. I can sing, Dexter, no problem. You understand? And it just allows me to show people how stupid you are, right? So you're saying that the coalition government, if they were in power, would have emptied the natural resources fund to make all Guyanese rich. Okay. And brethren, 5,000 and still cook up this y'all. Don't throw it on the PPP. That's it. Dexter, that's y'all, bro. Don't do that. And I want y'all to understand as well. This is the normal thing with these people here. Counselor, I've sent the link to Dex. I've asked Dexter to let me know if he's willing. I've not seen him comment here. This is the last comment he made. Right? Sing for your soup, brother. Sing. Dexter, I'm just highlighting your idiocy, sir. And again, I'm asking you, can you tell us or show us one initiative similar to what we're seeing here that you would have done or your councils would have done in their constituency to better the lives of Guyanese, sir? Please, Dexter Forte. Right? You outside a GCOM frying your brain in the sun, it does not benefit the constituents. It just makes you more stupid. You understand? And your presentations at the council level continue to deteriorate. Like I said, the last time there, you got up and made a stupid point. Even the mayor had to tell you, sit down, man, you're talking stupidness. I didn't say as bad as Travis Ellis, but you are getting there, sir. You are getting there. So again, I'm asking you if you're willing to come and raise your points here. I'm asking you to send your number in the comment section, and I will WhatsApp you a link to come on this live right now. And you represent the stupidness that you call a party, that you sit down in the council, literally doing nothing. Hold on, let me see. He only sending comments. The coalition will introduce programs and policies that will see regular Guyanese benefiting tremendously from oil revenue. This idiot. This guy is so stupid. Partner, the Guyanese people are already benefiting tremendously from oil revenue, right? They're already benefiting tremendously. So, and then look at this. Typical coalition behavior and PNC behavior. They never give you details. The coalition will introduce programs and policy. What program? What policy? What are you talking about? Give us an idea what you're talking about. Don't just make a post, a vague I don't sit in the seat of the scornful. So you sit down in the PNC Congress place if you don't sit in the seat of the scornful? Who are you, Dexter Forte? Who are you? Even Jesus used to mix with the riffraff. How you saving anybody? You addressing people as scornful? What could be more scornful than the councillor sitting down on the PNC side of the council? Huh? What could be more scornful? Your stupidity is scornful. This guy Hines, his belligerence is scornful. What's this guy? The Rasta guy. Oh man. Garaway, his dreadlocks are scornful. I could find, bro, come on. Really? And brother, you will be sitting in your own seat. This is a virtual interview. You won't come in here. That's to show you the lack of understanding with these people, you know. Dexter, however, I'm glad you're here so that you go. Let me take off this thing off this screen. People. This is my last bit of evidence to show you how retarded and stupid Dexter Forte is. Right? How retarded and stupid Dexter Forte is. If I was in the PNC, I'd throw you off the council for this comment here. Right? I would throw you off the council for this comment. I want to know to Deshaun. I want to know is who tickled Dexter. But let me tell you something, Dexter. So, just to be clear, the 800 million that Brutus has in his account is not a government grant. The government didn't pay out this money to Brutus just like that. How can you compare the government grant of 100,000 to Brutus 800 million that he go through whatever lines he go through to get it? Isn't Brutus before the legal system for that? Brethren, you showed me this morning your level of stupidity. And I thought it was surface level stupidity, brother. But you got deep-seated stupidity flowing through you, Dexter. You hear me? And I think it's because you're lining with Travis Ellis, because he's a very stupid guy. Very stupid guy. But, bro, all I'm saying to you, Jesus, how Brutus 800, what did that do with the 100? The government gave Brutus this 800 million? The government gave out this money to Brutus as a grant? Oh. Look, guys, I out of here. Dexter, thank you for being here. Please come back tomorrow and comment on stuff so I can roast you and people can continue to see how stupid you are. You know? Bro. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Dexter said 800 million in Brutus account and 100,000 to regular Guyanese. Like the government share out this money to Brutus. And mind you, are you trying to say, Dexter, that the 800 million only accumulate in the last 5 years? Or the last, from 2020 going forward? I got to check that out. I got to call Soko and ask them, when this money start make really, let me see what's going on. Let me see if you used to make any money during the coalition time. And let me hear what you got to say about that. So we got to check. We got to check and find out. We got to try and find out. Anyway, guys, I am about to hear. I just want to reiterate, Dexter Forte is a retard. Right? So don't bother with he. Don't bother with Dexter. Y'all, if y'all want to see him in person, pass outside of GCOM today. He'll be out there making irrelevant, stupid points as usual. Right? I am out to here. Y'all have a wonderful day as Guyanese. Please be safe on the roadways. Look out for the persons who aren't looking out for you. Wait. If the PPP allow Brutus to acquire 800 million, you imagine how much the commissioner, Jagdio, and Ali get? Oh, God. So, according to Dexter, right, the PVP is involved in the day-to-day administration, procurement process of the Guyana Police Force, right? According to Dexter, the PPP allowed Brutus. They're running the banking system. So the PPP was at Republic, Citizen Bank, GBTI, Scotia, when Brutus opened his account and decided to say, hey, okay, you open an account for a toddler? Sure, we'll do it for you. The PPP running the banks in Guyana. Idiot. Oh, anyway, guys, I gone. Dexter, join us tomorrow so I can continue to roast you. You so stupid. This guy is so stupid. Oh my God. Look, guys, I gone. We got time with Dexter. Dexter come tomorrow. We're here Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. So see you tomorrow, Dexter. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night.